everybody, it's Michelle, and I've got another paper craft idea for you guys today, just in time for Thanksgiving. Today we're going to be making some paper pumpkin place cards that I thought would be really cute for your place setting at the Thanksgiving dinner table. And I want to take this opportunity to refer you over to another YouTube channel. Connie Moore has a new channel that she's been doing for just a short time now, but she's made several videos and has some really great ideas. And she's got a couple of videos using this same technique that I think you're going to love. She has done so far a Christmas tree with heart shapes, and she did a really cute butterfly spinner Christmas ornament. So you guys be sure to check out Connie's channel and those videos, and I will put the links to those in the description below. So be sure to go over and check out Connie's channel and subscribe to her. She has some of the most creative craft ideas. I just love her channel. So what we're going to be doing is punching out some shapes and gluing those together for a 3D effect to make our paper pumpkin card holders. I think it's going to be really cute. So I've got some cardstock here. That's in sort of a dark orange color. It's a really nice orange. I like it. And the thing about this technique is you can use just a few of the shapes, or you can use several to make it a fuller look. And I'm going to be making mine really full today. And I'm using the scalloped circles. This is a 2-inch scalloped circle. And you can do it with any shape that is symmetrical, as long as you can fold it in half and get the same shape in both halves. So we got 5 out of that. So I'll go ahead and do 5 more. And we'll just go ahead and do 10 total for our place card holder. Now to make it nice and full. Okay, so there we have our 10 circles punched out and with our 2-inch scalloped circle. And now we just have to fold them all in half. And just kind of watch, if you're using the scalloped circle shape too, just kind of watch your shape. And mine actually does not have an even number of scallops. So you can see at the top here I've gone directly between 2 scallops to start my fold. And when I do that and fold it exactly in half, I fold one in half at the bottom because that's the odd numbered scallop. So if your scallop has an even number of scallops, it should work out okay. But with this, it's going to be folded differently on each end, so we just have to make sure that we turn those in the same direction, and they'll line up good for us that way. So I'm just going to continue folding all of these in half, and then we'll put them together for our place card holder. Okay, so I've got all of my circles folded in half, and I went ahead and turned them around so that my folds where it's between the scallops and the one at the bottom where it kind of folded one of the scallops in half. That way it's kind of in the same direction with all of them, so I can just kind of grab those and go. If you guys wanted to, you could just use a plain circle that's not scalloped to do your pumpkins, and then you won't have to worry about matching that up that way. I just thought the scallops would be really cute today, so I decided to go with that. And what we're going to do from here is just start gluing them together. I'm going to pull my notebook in here so I can lay those on there and I don't get glue on my work surface. And this is kind of the same concept that we did with our paper bags in the snowflake decorations. We used lunch bags for that, and it made a giant snowflake when we were done. But you can do the same process with a very small thing and get a smaller decoration. Like I said before, as long as your shape is symmetrical, so that you've got two halves that are exactly the same shape when you fold it. And I'm just going to put glue stick on one side and stack one directly on top of it and get everything lined up right. And then we're just going to glue the top half of that and layer on another one. And we'll just continue that same process until we've got all 10, or however many you're using. This would work with however many that you want to do. As long as you've got 3 or more, you're going to be able to do it, and it's just going to be more sparse or more full, depending on how many you use. It's up to you. And we just kind of ended up with 10 today, so that's what we're going with. Okay, so there we have those all glued together in a stack. And you can see those trying to open up already and make that 3D shape. But before we do that, I want to do one thing that you probably won't do on most of your shapes like this, but with it being a pumpkin, it's going to be pretty much a round ball when it opens up, and that's going to want to roll around on the plate rather than sit steady for a nice place setting. So in this case, I thought we would cut just a little flat edge on the bottom to help it stand. If I can get my scissors to go all the way through these. I want this to be the bottom where the scallop was kind of folded in half. So I've got directly between the scallops on the top. And with that being the middle one, I'm going to cut off the other 2 next to it, cutting off those 3 bottom scallops. And that should be enough of a flat bottom to help it stand up for us. And then that's our stack then with our flat bottom. And we're going to glue this side to this side by folding that around just like we did our lunch bags on our snowflakes. But before we do that, I want to make sure that I can get something inside of there that's going to stand up out of the top to sort of look like my pumpkin stem and also be what holds the actual place card for our place setting. So I've got a brown pipe cleaner or chenille stem, and I've noticed about everywhere has these out right now in the fall colors. They've got the brown and the tan and the very olivey kind of green color and the orange and mustardy yellows. I love the fall colors, and I like to kind of stock up on these at this time of year anyway, when those fall colors are out. Okay, so I cut one in half, and that half is all I'm going to be using. And I want to fold that in half to find our middle. And at that middle, I'm going to kind of put my finger in there and just cross the two over. And then I'm going to loop around and loop around. And then twist them at the top. And then just twist those bottoms, or well, the tops right now all together. But then we're going to flip that upside down and make that the bottom. And then just kind of pinch this together and maybe flatten the top out a little bit. Just as long as those are separate, that's the point of what we're trying to do there with those two little loops. The rest is twisted together, but those are separate, even though we're going to squeeze them together. That way we can slide our little name card down in between those two. So now I want to put that in between there. And I don't know if I'll have room to do it after it's folded. See how narrow that little opening in the center gets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it down in there now, and then we can fold around it. And I'm just going to use a little bit of my art glitter glue, or you could use your hot glue gun or whatever you want to use. But I think this bonds pretty well, especially on paper projects. Since my stem goes all the way down in there, I'm going to put glue the whole way. And then just kind of lay that in there. And then I can do my fold, bringing the rest of it together. Just glue up one side of that, fold it around, and glue those two together. And that got us our pumpkin stem sticking up out of the top. Just kind of work that around, make sure it gets in the middle of everything. And then you can just let it open up. All of the little scallops. I'm just going to open every one up and make sure that all those folds can come open for us. And that little flat part that we cut in that helps it stand up pretty good for us. Okay, and when you get that opened up the way that you want it, if you want to, you can add a curly little pumpkin vine. And I'm going to do that with this sort of olive green color pipe cleaner. And I'm just going to cut that in half. With my wire cutter. And then I'm just going to make a loop. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and do that like I'm tying a little knot. And just tie it right around. Well, let me try that again. Okay. Slide my loop over and tie that right around my stem. And then you can just take a pencil or something and just coil that up. love those curly pumpkin vines. I think they're so cute. Put one kind of going down, one going out to the side. So then you can print out little name tags and put the names of all of your guests on those. I just have a blank one here that I cut out at 1.5 by 2.5 inches. And once you get everyone's names on those, you can just slide it between those 2 loops that we made for that stem. You can see the other one on the back there, and that's going to hold that securely in between those to display your names for your place settings. So you guys be sure to leave a comment below and let me know what you think of this project. And don't forget to check out Connie's channel as well. And again, I will have the links below to her other videos that use this technique. But in addition to that, you've just got to check out all of her other videos on her channel. She has a new channel, but she has several videos up already. And I think Connie just has the best ideas. She is always so crafty and so creative. Be sure to stop by and check her out. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, be sure to click the subscribe button and also the bell next to the subscribe button so that you'll be notified when I upload a new video. Give me a like over on my Facebook page, and we would love for you to join our Facebook group, Craftie Minds. Follow me on Pinterest and Instagram, and don't forget to visit my blog. I'll have the links in the description below along with all of Connie's links, so be sure and check them all out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.